I wanted to share with you a really beautiful, tender story of trust, belief, and healing that all came from a student's work with a horse called Tinky Winky. And Suzanne, the student on my professional practitioner program, I remember when she sent me her case study. She's quite new on the program, and she'd said, she'd never really been sure if she really had genuinely made that connection. And so when she sent me the email and asked me to have a look at her case study, she had written in the email, I don't even care if I'm wrong. I know, even if I didn't get everything right, I absolutely know that I had a true, genuine connection with this horse. I could feel it in my body, and it is the first ever true, genuine connection I felt in such a deep, powerful way. So I was already intrigued. I was like, whoa, what happened here? I want to know. So when I looked at the case study, oh my goodness, I was absolutely blown away. So Suzanne had used a process that I teach all my students, a process that absolutely validates and evidences their genuine connection with the guardian's animal. So Suzanne had done that, and Gail, Tinky Winky's mum, had said you were absolutely connected with Tinky Winky. I was in no doubt at all that you were connected with my girl. But here's the interesting thing. A couple of things happened in this consultation. One was that Suzanne, using another process that I teach students about how to dig down and drill down on key issues, identified that there was a problem on the left-hand side, which created fear and distrust around people approaching her from the left. And Gail was able to validate that that is exactly how Tinky Winky has always been since Gail has had her. She does not like people approaching on the left. She doesn't like being worked on that side. And it's taken Gail a long time to build Tinky Winky's trust and her confidence in Gail, that Gail will always treat her kindly, respectfully, and work on the right side and move round to the left. So that was one key piece that came up quite early on in Suzanne's work. But when Suzanne asked Tinky Winky if she had any messages that she would like to share, Suzanne immediately felt a nervous energy in her own tummy, in her own body, and she could feel this nervous energy really kind of rising up in the tummy area. And then she spontaneously burst into tears. And she just cried and cried and cried. And she was actually doing the consultation out in the garden, and there were people walking by. So she came into the house to allow the tears to flow in a more private way. And then she said to Tinky Winky, whoa, who was that for? And Tinky Winky said, for us both, for me and my mum. So Suzanne completed the consultation, sent off her notes to Gail, and sent her information in to me. And as I say, she said, don't even care if I didn't get any of it right. That was so powerful, and I was so deeply moved. I know there was a connection there. But oh my goodness, the feedback was incredible. But here's the piece that I really wanted to share with everybody, because it's such a beautiful demonstration of how impactful our work can be as animal communicators, even when you're just brand new and you're just a student and you're just learning and you're just getting to grips with it and you don't even know if you've really made a connection or not. So here was the feedback from Gail, that night when she went to bathe Tinky Winky's eyes, she always starts on the right, and Tinky Winky always pulls her head away on the left. There's always a bit of a fuss on the left side. And that night, after the consultation, Tinky Winky allowed her to cleanse the eye, to clean the eye. No fuss, no drama, just no nothing. And the demeanour of Tinky Winky had changed in such a notable way that Gail knew that the consultation had taken place, and that her girl had had a massive emotional release that has supported her in being more trusting, especially of Gail. And in time, we know that will extend beyond Gail. But here we have a beautiful story of a student who wasn't ever sure if she'd really made a connection, and this beautiful horse was a great teacher for Suzanne and taught her what it feels like to have a connection, and what it feels like to not only hold a loving space for communication, but to hold a loving space for healing work to take place as well. So I just wanted to share that beautiful story. It was such a tender story of of belief and trust and healing and all the key things that we as animal communicators want to bring to our work. So if you want to make a difference like Suzanne's making and will continue to make, then all you need to do is show up, practice, do the work, and if you get stuck, reach out. Reach out to me and see if I can help you. I would be more than happy to. To always, to your success.